Hi guys, this video we're obviously having a look at the skull pack that comes, well basically you can buy it if you've got the trophy wall and haven't got all the trophies basically from the individual aliens, or sorry, predators I should say, but they've released this pack now, so if you have got the wall and obviously you want to display them with all the skulls on, you can now get this pack, and obviously you don't have to buy all the predator figures as such. Firstly, you'll see obviously straight away you don't get the big, what they call the T-Rex skull in the back here. That comes with the trophy wall anyway, so I'm just going to move this out of the way just so we can have a quick look at the pack itself. It basically comes in a very boring box. Wow, look at the effort Neca have gone into this. Nice box there, eh? One of the best barcodes I've seen ever. And all it honestly says is just made in China, Neca, Fox, all rights reserved. So very boring package in there. I don't know why Neca have done this. I mean, I don't get it. Even if you had the picture of the trophy wall diorama on there or something, it just seems a bit of a... It just seems like it was going to be an insert in the box that the trophy wall came. And then they thought, oh no, actually, we can get more money out of people. We can sell it separately. This to me just looks like it should be in the trophy wall diorama box. Do you see what I'm saying? But anyway. But of course they thought, well no, we can get some more money out of people, so we'll sell it separately. Then in the box you just get the cardboard tray, and in the tray we have the skulls, of course, without the T-Rex one. Now, I don't think there's too much difference between the original release trophies and the ones that we have here. So we can do a little bit of a comparison while we have a look at them. Firstly, my first bit of interest was, does this one have a different hole in it or anything to the one that comes in the pack? I've got to be honest, it doesn't. Why I wanted to ask that question is because this doesn't sit very well on the wall. I don't know if other people are having this problem. You sort of basically get it in there, it's quite loose, and I have to sort of wedge these spike bits in the back of its head against the roughness of the wall to kind of get it sitting there. I might stick some blue tack on there, to be honest, just to get it to stay on there, sort of like that, if you see what I'm saying, sort of wedged in. But what I will say is the paints are different. They are a different paint, to be honest. Now this trophy came with the I'm trying to think, the damaged predator, the battle damaged predator, and the Rebriever City Hunter. That's where you got this guy from. I've got to be honest with you, I think I prefer the original paint than the pack one, purely because the pack one has quite a lot of grey on it. Don't know if it's coming through on camera very well or what, but I just prefer the whiteness, the more whiter skull there. So that's that one. Like I say, it come with the battle damaged classic predator and the Rebriever City Hunter. This one, which is a big one, again a lot more grayer than the one that I have here. Probably quite apparent there. That probably, I think, comes through really well in camera. Obviously they're exactly the same moulds, there's nothing different going on there whatsoever, just a bit of difference obviously in the painting. This one's a lot more whiter, this one's grayer. And this one, that came with the SDCC Stealth City Hunter. that one there. Obviously you've got the T-Rex on there. Good skull that. I like that one. Really big. It's quite soft rubber as well. Soft plastic I should say. On there. Let's go for, oh, it's like chocolates, isn't it? Picking chocolates out of a box. So here we have the alien skull. Now this came with the very first Alien and Predator set. So you've got the classic Alien and the classic Predator, the very first 2-pack that Neca released. It's there, and of course that's the alien skull there. Now the one that came with a pack is a lot more whiter, to be honest. Again, same mould, nothing new going on there. I say it's a lot whiter. I mean, this has been out of packet for a long while. So I mean, in the 2-3 years, there could have been some paint fading, I guess, but I don't know. So you got the alien skull there. Now, also in that 2-pack was this skull. Oh. I've got some sellotape on there. Sorry. There we go. Was the original Predator skull. Now this doesn't go on the trophy wall, obviously, which is here. And the one that came in the re-release pack, I'm going to call it, is a lot yellower as well. There's a bit of a yellow tinge to it, and this is obviously very grey as well. So, but that doesn't sit on the trophy wall, to be honest. That's just an extra. And that, like I say, came in the 2-pack with the Alien, the classic Alien and the classic Predator. Next we'll have a look at the, let's have a look at the Berserker. So this is the Berserker skull. Again, doesn't go on the trophy wall. The original one is quite grey, and the re-release one is a lot more whiter. So again, doesn't go on the trophy wall. And this came with the mid-cloaked Berserker and the masked City Hunter 2-pack. There, so that's them. And also in the sorry, I don't know what that noise that's going to do through the camera. I didn't really want to do it while I'm talking. Also in the 2-pack, mid-cloaked Berserker and the masked City Hunter, you got the skull with spine. And the original one from the 2-pack, there's a lot more better paint detail, I think, going on there, and this one's a lot more whiter as well. So that's that. The other skull that came in the damaged classic and the Rebriever Predator was this one. And that's this guy here, and again, I think the original one is the better paintwork. The eye sockets are painted better. There's actually no paint at all in this one. Even underneath, it just looks better, a better paint job, to be honest. I think it'll be quite apparent. You'll be able to tell, if you know what you're looking for, you're able to tell the people who have filled their trophy wall with the original ones as opposed to the pack ones, to be honest. Now this skull also came, which is here, if you have the McFarlane Predator 2 City Hunter, which is their version of the same skull. So again, ignore this being on my trophy wall. That's just the one I have from the McFarlane figure. So that's that one there. We then have the skull, which in the pack, I'm going to pop these out. So then the skull, they're all skulls, what's silly thing to say. We then have the human skull without the spine, and in the pack you get 2 of them. But the water emergence Predator, you get 1 on there. I keep dropping them everywhere. And I was going to say again, but no, I think there's not really much in it. I guess they've all pretty much made near the same time. But the pack ones do look a little bit whiter, to be honest, than the water emergence skull. And then lastly we have the blood skull and spine from the Gort, again another SDCC Predator, the Gort Classic. Now here the Gort one is better detailed, to be honest. The paintwork looks a lot better. The blood on the pack one looks a bit shy, a bit too shy, a bit too fresh, to be honest. And again, a lot of people aren't too happy about having a blood one in their trophy wall because, of course, in the film there isn't a blood-soaked skull. So if we pop these guys in without the blood one, just to see how I suppose it should have kind of looked. I'm going to try and do this on camera. Might be a silly thing for me to attempt, but I'll give it a go. I'm actually just realised I don't actually know what goes where off the top of my head, but it shouldn't be too hard. I should be able to do it. Not going to be too complicated. Now this guy was here. We then have a skull with a spine here. Oops. And a skull here. Now I find these skulls they keep wanting to look right down, so then of course this is the one I have a lot of trouble with. So I will attempt this valiantly on camera. Once again, get him wedged in there. And we'll put the skull, the clean skull with a spine there. So technically we now have a movie accurate one as opposed to the one that you would have if you were collecting the skulls from the packagings, i.e. we do not have the blood one in. So I'll be honest with you, that works a bit better for me than this, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna have them displayed like this, to be honest. So, I mean, the pack of skulls as well, the individual pack of skulls, it's going for about £18 as well. So, I mean, if you've spent your 50, 60, 70 quid on your trophy wall, another 20 quid for your skull, for your skulls isn't going to be out of the question, to be honest. So, just got to be like me and don't tell the missus how much you've wasted on little plastic skulls. But anyway, that, guys, I'll just put these on here just to give it a bit more, you know, a bit more gumph going on there, more to look at, I suppose. So that, my friends, is a look at the trophy skulls, the individual pack to go with the trophy wall, and of course, like I say, I do prefer the original skulls. Not that there's a lot in it, they're obviously the same mould. I just think that a little bit more effort has gone into the skulls from the original mould. I'm just going to swap that over to see if there is any little bit of difference. Bang, it sits on there a lot better than the one that came with the water emergence. I don't know if it's why or anything, but I just thought I'd quickly try that, and I do believe that sits on there a lot nicer. Anyway, I'm just wasting your time here, guys, so as always I really appreciate you watching. Plenty more vids to come. Really appreciate all the comments have come flooding in lately. Lots of new subscribers, so thank you ever so much, guys. Thanks for watching. You take care, and I'll catch you all again soon. All the best. Bye bye.